every day. Hitler Jeremiah over here has been using his private police force to travel miles out of their jurisdiction to terrorize us, even though the Philadelphia Police and Civil Affairs had the situation completely handled. The chief of PHA Police himself, the deputy chief, and the chief inspector are traveling to this man's home. So the first day we were there, I said, somebody is going to be shot in Raymond Rosen projects, and the Philadelphia Police are going to be cleaning it up. 4 hours later, 2 people were shot, 40 bullets in Raymond Rosen. The PHA Police still came and harassed us out of their jurisdiction. Yesterday, an hour after Kelvin Jeremiah said that this encampment was a threat to public safety, a pregnant woman was shot in the head 5 blocks from here in a PHA project and died along with her baby. So who's a fucking threat to public safety? Kelvin Jeremiah is a threat to public safety. And he also said that it wouldn't be fair to house these people in PHA or transfer properties into a land trust because that would be unfair to the people on the waiting list. Excuse me, all the people we have housed are on your waiting list. And more than half of the people in these encampments are on your waiting list. So you actually need to take my bank account information and give me my salary for doing your employee's job for them, okay? And so I'm gonna tell you, anybody that lives in these neighborhoods knows that PHA has thousands of vacant properties, and they are not moving people in the waiting list into them. What's unfair to the people on the waiting list is when you sell properties at auctions and developer bundles instead of housing people. And even when they move people out, if they fix the house, it's because there's an emergency where they have to move somebody from another fucked up house before they get sued. I've never seen them move somebody from the waiting list into any of the scattered sites properties. So I just want people to know, don't lose momentum, because if they don't want to address these houses, we are walking the fuck out of that meeting and the war is back on. And we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared that they won't give us notice next time.
That's right.
Because they know we can mobilize people and then nobody's going for their bullshit.
That's right.
So we also really need to keep in mind that although the parkway is bigger, this encampment is in danger because this man owns a police force and they're all paid by him, and they don't operate as police. They operate as asset protection and loss prevention for the housing authority. And they will come over here and they will do some shit that would be so crazy that you will want to thank the Philadelphia police for their service afterwards. We watched them do it. These cops are really rogue and they're really crooked and they're really violent, and they don't have to answer to the mayor or the police commissioner or the media or anybody like the other cops do. So we took a bold move to come up here. This move to come up here was not to separate from the other encampment. It was to let PHA know that you will fucking meet with us. You will not ignore a bunch of people without anywhere to go on the parkway. Because now we are at your front door. And you want us gone. Why do you want us gone? Because how does this look in the shadows of your $45 million empire? That's unfair to the people on your waiting list. That you spent $45 million on an office while 47,000 people wait for housing in Philadelphia. That is what's unfair. And then you're telling the media that the community hates us. Excuse me. This isn't the parkway. This community does not call their council person. They would have whipped my ass last year, and I wouldn't even have thought of coming back this year. Okay? Nobody's gonna call Daryl Clark's stupid ass up here. They will come and let us know they don't want us here. And further, this community is this encampment. I live 5 blocks from here. I pay taxes to live 5 blocks from here. My taxes went up because you built this stupid ass building in the middle of my neighborhood. Miss Ruth has been in this neighborhood for 70 years and helped organize this. Most of the people that initially came up here were comfortable coming up here to North Philly because they were born and raised here. Okay? So those of us that are left in this community after you kicked 800 homeowners out by using eminent domain. We don't fucking want you here. You're the problem. You're the issue. And in case people don't know, if you look right over here, if you see these modest, two-story, privately owned homes that are all privately owned by working-class black residents, what PHA's plan is now is to build a 200-car parking garage directly across from their houses. That they are partnering with a private developer, and then they're going to lease that garage for $25 million. So don't you ever let them tell us that they can't house people, because they can. And we need to shut it down. We need to terrorize the mayor, the governor, because there's no way that they should be able to build a parking garage across from people's homes with no community input, without going to the zoning board. Why can they keep operating as if they're sovereign? And so, after they build this garage, there will be $70 million that has been spent by the housing authority for their own private use, for not housing anybody, and on land that they seized through eminent domain, which is only supposed to be for public use. It's unlawful to seize land from private owners and build a private parking garage. That's not even fucking legal. So that's who I'm calling out. All these pussy-ass lawyers in Philadelphia who have left us to fight this fight alone. Where the fuck is the ACLU? The ACLU has filed injunctions on every encampment eviction in the country except Philadelphia. That's why we're so devastated here. All the lawyers are pussies. All the politicians are pussies. Nobody wants to speak out. The media is a pussy. They're just lying. The mayor has direct oversight of PHA. He appoints the CEO. The CEO is an at-will employee who could be fired at any time without cause. He appoints the board, and he can dissolve the board at any time without cause, and they report directly to him. So don't believe the fucking hype. All I know is I don't know how long y'all in this for, but I'm in it to win it, or until they fucking kill me, because I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of them destroying our communities and then terrorizing us with their private fucking police.